Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode of Max's Diaries, aka Life is Strange. And this is where we left off last time, and there's now 21 pages. She updates her journal more than Zoe did in Dreamfall. So, this does not exist. October 7th. This will be the weirdest journal entry I will ever make. So weird, I don't know how or where to start, but it started with the most vivid dream of my life. I was lost in a storm by a lighthouse until I came to the edge of a cliff. Then I saw a giant tornado heading for Arcadia Bay. It was so real that I could feel the rain stinging my face, and I was scared shitless. Then a boat hit the lighthouse, and I swear I actually felt like I was gonna die. But I woke up in Mr. Jefferson's class, and I wasn't even sleeping. I almost fell out of my chair. Jefferson Jefferson called on me, but I totally blew the answer, of course. Victoria pounced on me and made me look like a bigger idiot. She's so awful. Then I didn't have the guts to turn in the photo for Everyday Hero contest. While Victoria did her usual suck up to Jefferson. He's so cool and he clearly wants me to succeed. Or he just clearly wants you, Max. We never know. Butterflies! I feel so shitty. I just wanted to get to the bathroom to be alone and wash my face after that nightmare. Or daymare. Once I got to the bathroom, I saw this odd, beautiful blue butterfly flutter in, and right when I took a photo of it in the corner, Nathan Prescott came in freaking out, talking to himself. I hid in the corner and this punk girl came in, and they started arguing about drugs and money. Then Nathan actually whipped out a gun and shot the girl. This is where it gets strange. When Nathan fired the gun, I came around the corner, reached out, and for some dumb reason, as if I could stop the bullet. But suddenly I could feel the world twisting around me and this pressure in my head. Everything seemed to rewind and I found myself right back in class at my desk. I literally thought I had been dosed with some drug. I still think you're drugged, Max. Until I calmed myself down. I saw everything happen in class the way it did before. Major groundhog. Deja vu. Somehow I was able to actually rewind time. Dun dun dun. I knew the only way to find out if I was having a breakdown was to go to the bathroom and see if I could save the girl from Nathan this time. I had no idea how either. I just knew I couldn't live with myself if I let her die again. I escaped Jefferson this time by knowing exactly how to answer his questions and rushed to the bathroom. I hid in the corner again and I couldn't believe it when Nathan showed up, freaking out all over again. Then the girl came in the bathroom, and before Nathan could shoot her, I smashed open the ancient fire alarm and scared both of them away. Victory! Until I got grilled by the security chief, David Madsen, who thinks he's Chuck Norris, Blackwell Ranger. Nathan Prescott almost kills a girl in the bathroom, but no, I'm the problem. I was so glad when Principal Wells stepped in to shoo David away. Then I made the possible fatal decision to inform Principal Wells that I saw Nathan waving a gun in the bathroom. I didn't think I should mention the girl or my new rewind abilities for obvious reasons, well duh. He didn't want to believe me and almost made me feel like shit for telling him that Blackwell's most big fucking deal student would carry a firearm to class. I couldn't tell him that he actually killed a girl in the previous timeline. So my school day started with an apocalyptic dream, then ended with saving a life and discovering I had some kind of power to rewind time. I don't know how to top that. Everything feels so surreal right now. I can't talk to anybody about this. Well, the only person I haven't seen in 5 years. I could confide in Warren. He's smart and he knows science, so maybe he could even think of an explanation, though I have no idea what that could be. Until I can figure this out, I better stay on the down low with this stuff and focus on my classes. Warren sent me a text asking me to get his flash drive back, even though I hadn't had a chance to check out all the cool shows and films on there. I watched a few episodes of Doctor Who and X-Files, binged on Full Metal Alchemist, then Faster Pussycat, Kill Kill, all kinds of Amazon woman, wow, Amazon woman black and white badassery. Tetsu, a total cyberpunk trip with amazing visuals, and Scott Pilgrim for the millionth time. On a side note, I saw a missing persons poster on the campus for Rachel Amber, a pretty Blackwell student who vanished. It's so sad to see her smiling face and think about the awful things that could happen. If there was a way for me to rewind back 6 months, I totally would. I had to go back to the dorm to get Warren's flash drive, and yes, Victoria and her Vertex Vixens. blocked me from getting in and even took my picture. It was so high school movie, I can't believe she did it. She actually told me to go fuck your selfie. Though it was funny, I don't know why she has to act that way. She already has everything she wants, doesn't she? And she forced me to use my rewind until I finally came up with a way to get her out of my way. I don't want to use this power for trivial bullshit, especially if I have been given an actual gift from the universe, but it did give me a chance to test it out. Still, I can't believe I took a picture of Victoria coated in paint for revenge. I must be feeling pretty brave. She vowed revenge, so I guess I've officially made my first enemy at Blackwell. More high school drama. Juliet won't let Dana out of her room because she thought Zachary was sexting Dana. So stupid. I was so tired from everything, and since Dana borrowed Warren's flash drive, I had to intervene. Juliet told me Victoria was the one who gave her the inside scoop on Zach and Dana, so I knew that Victoria was playing them all. I snuck into Victoria's room and onto her laptop and found out that she was indeed lying through her ass just to create drama. Of course, I felt like a weasel going through Victoria's room and laptop. See, there's a pregnancy test there. Why didn't I find that? Once I gave Juliet the proof that Victoria was behind it all, I went to get Warren's flash drive from Dana. She was in a weird mood, but we said nasty things about Victoria, and I think it definitely made her feel better. We talked about Warren, and Dana implies he likes me. Ew. I'm starting to get the hang of this whole rewind thing. I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me, so I better learn how to use it. Right. I started by saving Alyssa from getting a football-fueled headshot. I admit it felt amazing just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. I also saw David Madsen hassling Kate Marsh. I couldn't hear anything, but he was accusing her of something. All that guy can do is point fingers. I got so pissed. I went over there to stop him from being such a bully. He's a security guard, not a stormtrooper. He was an asshole, as usual, but I felt good about what I did, and Kate seemed truly happy that someone stood up for her. And I did that without using my rewind power, which is not true, because we did rewind, because we didn't stick up for her the first time. This day keeps getting stranger. I don't even believe what I'm writing, and I can't even do the simple tasks like giving Warren back his flash drive without getting into a situation. In this case, though, it turned out good, half bad, half good, which is, I guess, is a yin and a yang of life. When I met with Warren in the lot and checked out his retro wheels, guess who showed up? Nathan Prescott, freaking out all over again. He got up in my face to accuse me of bullshit. Even though I was scared because I know what he did to that girl in the bathroom, I was more furious. Then the girl in the bathroom pulled up in a truck, my former best friend, Chloe Price. We both looked at each other like, what the fuck? Next thing I knew, I was in her truck as Warren earned his man card and tried to get Nathan off my ass. I owe Warren big time. Seeing Chloe for the first time in 5 years was such a shock, I was almost paralyzed, especially after realizing that Nathan had almost killed her right in front of me. Now Chloe shows up out of the blue to save me. Of all the bizarro and unexplainable shit happening today, sitting in Chloe's battered truck, listening to music and staring at her dashboard bobblehead might be at the top. What I don't understand is why you're writing this, Max, right in her truck. So I tried to process the fact that Chloe and I were two best friends who didn't know each other anymore. She had blue hair, piercings, and cool boots, and I looked like a dork. I didn't know where to start, and she wasn't exactly extending an olive branch. So we sat like strangers. At least I had time to catch my breath and realize that in the parking lot melee, with Nathan and Warren, my camera got busted. I didn't care considering everything else going on, but it sucked on top of everything else going on. Going back to Chloe's old house for the first time in 5 years was like the ultimate rewind. Some things were obviously different, but some things weren't. The house smelled exactly the same as it did when we were growing up. Chloe's room was like an exploded version of her new adult self, cool and chaotic. I could tell she was pissed. She wanted to blaze up and chill, so I explored her room to play catch-up on what she was into these days. Then I found a photo of Chloe and Rachel Amber. Chloe freaked and laid into me for not calling her once. I deserved it. She had become best friends with Rachel, and they were going to bail on Arcadia Bay and head out to Los Angeles for fame and fortune. I could tell how much Chloe cared about Rachel since she was the one putting up the posters. I felt even shittier after leaving Chloe alone all those years when she most needed me. You suck, Max, but Chloe is obsessed with Rachel, the missing girl. She says Rachel vanished after meeting some amazing dude, probably some psycho online. Chloe wanted to smoke out and be alone, so I went downstairs to find tools to fix my camera. Snooping deeper, I hit the paranoia jackpot and found a mini surveillance setup of Chloe's house, with cameras in the halls and some rooms. Truly creepy shit. What kind of uber paranoid puts cameras throughout his own home? Chloe's stepfather, I guess. I see why she's got serious attitude. When I got back upstairs, I couldn't fix the stupid camera, but Chloe saw the butterfly photo and knew I was in the bathroom and set off the alarm. Her attitude totally changed and she realized that I had saved her life. Even though it could have gone the other way, she was so happy, like when we were kids, and it was great to see her face light up. She even gave me her dad's awesome old Instamatic as a symbol of our reunion. She cranked up some tunes and started dancing on her bed like a maniac. She even got me to shake my booty, just a bit. If you call that is that what you did, Max? Is that what you did? That's when Chloe's stepfather showed up, and it was David Madsen. Dun dun dun! I had to hide in the closet, and then David came in, angry about the music. He was even scarier off campus because he didn't have the school around him. He accused Chloe of taking one of his guns. Then shit got real. David found Chloe's joint and flipped out on her. I couldn't take it. Considering she almost died that morning, I stepped out and said it was my weed. David tried to threaten me, but Chloe was awesome and threatened him. He backed out of there quick. Chloe was so touched I took the blame. Of course she did steal one of David's guns and waved it around like an idiot. Too much firepower for this girl to encounter one day. Or one life. Fortunately, Chloe and I decided to get out of there and catch up on exploring like best friends. And that is finally the end of the journal entries and probably the last journal episode until episode 2, which comes out in March. If you like this video, press that like button. If you want to subscribe, press that subscribe button. And I will talk at you guys later. Bye. I almost forgot to read the text messages for you guys. I think I already read these. Yeah, I read those. So maybe it's just the pictures that I forgot to do. Alright, so these are the little pictures and little, like, experts of what they are and who they are. I don't know if I read Max's already or if I read anybody's. So I'm just going to go through and read them really quickly. My name is Max Caulfield, and ever since I was a little kid, I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I've always seen the world through my own lens, my eyes. I've seen the world through my own eyes, guys. Maybe it's a way for me to be part of the world, but at a safe distance. For some reason, I was always drawn to an old analog camera gear rather than the digital tech. I love all kinds of styles and techniques, but for me, the instant camera selfie is the one I love the most. I don't care if people make fun of me or not. I'm in great company, right? And now, I've come all the way back to my childhood home to study photography at Blackwell Academy, a private school for 12th grade seniors. On a scholarship even. I originally left Chloe, my best friend forever, or at least until I left without talking to her once in 5 years, and it felt so weird to be back here without seeing her. So I'm 18 now, an official adult, even though I don't always feel so wise and mature, and I'm ready to begin the whole new life here with my retro camera at my side. I'm losing my voice. Not only is Mark Jefferson one of the best photographers in the world, he's also my teacher, and one of the reasons I wanted to come to Blackwell. How often do you get to be mentored by one of your inspirations? I've always loved his deco and goth style, and he's so versatile with all of his incredible print and advertising work. Still, Jefferson can be a bit condescending. He's pretty hip for his age, but kind of aloft, and sometimes pretentious. He has the smug smile when he thinks he's right, but I do think he's preparing us for how tough it is to be full-time artists. He acts like he understands my own work and obsession with analog images. He really wants me to enter a photo in this everyday hero contest, but I've done a good job avoiding that. The winner gets to fly to San Francisco to be represent Blackwell Academy and get national exposure. I like to think my work could be good enough to win, and I'm honored Jefferson even bugs me about the contest. I can't figure out where the Principal Wells is coming from. For some reason, he seems to be suspicious of me at all times. Who knew I was that much trouble? He wanted to know why I was zoning out in the halls. I stuttered like a fool. He has so much power over my scholarship, I get uber nervous around him. I've seen him laughing with other teachers and students, so I know he must have a problem with me. He also seems a little stressed out. I would be too if I had to oversee Blackwell and all its drama. I thought I smelled alcohol in his breath, but that could have been his clone, right? But I remember my first meeting in his office, and he was so nice it made me feel like I was becoming part of the special world. He said he hoped I would become a great photographer and someday return the favor to Blackwell. I thought that was a big bit of wishful thinking, but it made me feel good. I just need to lay low around him until I can somehow gain his trust. I've forgotten if I've ever seen Kate Marsh smile or laugh in the past month. She's really sweet and nice, even though the other students make fun of her abstinence campaign, even if they act immature. Everybody at Blackwell are seniors, not high school freshmen. She gets a lot of shit, in fact. I know she's involved in a lot of religious groups, but she doesn't preach to me, so I don't care. Oh, that's why they were making fun of her. Oh, poor girl. But she's been extra quiet and introverted the past couple weeks. She looks like she's in zombie mode. I wish I could help her, but I can barely help myself. I wonder if all that bullying has worn her down. I can see how it would. I have to make an effort to talk to her more often, maybe invite her to tea or a movie. Although she's an adult, I bet she's not allowed to watch rated R films. Just when I thought Victoria Chase would be the worst of my social problems, now I have to deal with Nathan Prescott. But I guess he was the one who triggered my crazy rewind power by shooting that girl in the bathroom. He's 19 and already a scary fucking prick. I guess I have a little advantage on Nathan by being able to manipulate time, but if he shoots me, I may not be able to reverse anything. I have to be careful around him, especially since he's obviously got friends in high places, but as his family's last name is practically branded on every building here at Blackwell. His money against mine. On the other hand, I do kind of feel bad for Nathan because he doesn't seem to be in control, like he's doped up or over-medicated. On the other, he's an asshole who nobody has called out, and he almost killed, /did, question mark, a girl on campus. Should I go straight to the police? What do I say about my rewind power? Like, I'd say anything. I just have to watch my own back from now on. Oh, school days. Then there's Victoria Chase, the elite of Blackwell Academy, and a total bitch. And I hate saying that. I just don't know why somebody who's so rich and beautiful needs to be so fucking mean. 18 years old at a prestigious academy should be evolving into artists and scholars, not reality show contestants. Contestants, not contestants. Victoria does everything for maximum drama. She actually wastes her time calling me out in class and taunting Kate Marsh. For reals, I wish her parents could see her in action. They'd cut her off that trust fund fast. Then again, she's in the Vortex Club, and they seem to own the school, so maybe that's why she doesn't give a shit. The odd thing is that she doesn't know art and photography. The odd thing is that she does know art and photography. She can even say all those French names that break my tongue. Her work is a little cold, but she has a good eye. She also has an eye for Mr. Jefferson, which is so obvious that I'm embarrassed for her. She does everything but sit in his lap. He keeps his distance, though. We can all tell she's trying to win the Everyday Hero contest. I'm sure it drives her crazy when there's somebody she can't buy or seduce. Ha! Where is Rachel Amber? Even though Blackwell Academy feels so remote and tranquil, you get sad reminders of reality like missing person posters literally wallpapered all over campus. I already know her name through osmosis. I guess she was a popular student here and vanished 6 months ago. Rachel has a great picture on her missing person poster. She looks posed and pretty like a model. Of course, I wonder who took the photo. Did she run away from home? I'd like to know so. I'd like to hope so. For her sake. It's so depressing, and I feel awful for her parents. What a shitty thing to go through. Sigh. No matter how much Blackwell seems to like a secret bubble of knowledge, you can't escape the real world. I knew if I gave Warren my phone, he would blow it up for science. He wants his flash drive back after letting me borrow it for less than a week. He told me to watch everything because he has tons of TV shows and films on there. Thank God it was... Oh, Thank God it wasn't porn, and I am thankful for Warren. He's like a real friend, and we share a lot of the same interests. He loves science, but really he understands art and appreciates great photography. Even though he says he loves my pictures, I can't tell if he's just being nice. Warren is a geek, but he definitely lets you know where he stands. So I don't know why he would lie to me. It feels good to have at least one strong ally with the same age here, and he makes me smile. Aww. And then Chloe. Oh. Then there's Chloe Price. What do you say to your best friend after 5 years of silence? After finding out you saved her life in the bathroom? Nothing. I feel so lame for not staying in touch or even text. I have no idea how to process seeing Chloe like this again. For one thing, she looks so similar but so different. She's all grown up now, but it doesn't seem like she's only 1 year older than me. I absolutely love her blue hair and punk clothes. It makes sense she would become a rebel. She still kind of looks like a pirate, except one who stage dives. I know she's angry with me because of her body language. I'm glad I can see the old Chloe in there. Or is that the young Chloe? I'm sure she's still messed up about her dad dying. I would be too. That was a terrible time for Chloe and Joyce. I feel bad because I wonder if I was happy to move away just to avoid the grief. Speaking of grief, it's clear she's all mixed up with Nathan Prescott's shit. I have no idea what's going on between them, but I'm going to find out no matter what. And that's it. Yep. And that's it. If you like this, press that like button. If you want to subscribe, press that subscribe button, and I'll talk at you guys later. Bye.